Okay, hello y'all, and welcome to an episode, a video of a realistic 26-year-old self-employed entrepreneur in the making of a thriving business. Okay, and I had to say all of that in the same sentence because I had to say the 26-year-old part because I'm not going to say I'm hungover, but I'm definitely going to say I was drinking last night and I didn't come home till maybe like 1:30, knowing that I had to wake up early today to get everything that I needed to get done. Mind you, okay, let me just keep going. And then I said the self-employed part because I don't know. I feel like you're not really an entrepreneur until like the business is actually up and thriving. And so I said in the making of a thriving business because I'm trying to make it thrive. So yeah, welcome to my life where we are trying to balance a million things at once. I tend to be an overzealous person and I put a lot on my plate that sometimes I'm not sure that I can eat, but I know I'm gonna eat all of it. It just takes me a while to eat. And I'm like this in real life. Like when I have a plate of food and there's a whole bunch on my plate, it's probably gonna take me like an hour and 30 minutes to eat all of it. Because when I eat, if I decide to eat and do work, I'm not gonna eat. I don't eat. If I decide to eat and I don't know, watch a show, which I usually tend to do because that's the only way I can eat all my food because I'm not distracted by the work. Yeah, either way, it's still gonna take me a while. Like the whole entire duration of the movie, it's gonna take that time for me to eat what's on my plate. So I'm doing a million things at once. You see my iPad here because while I am building these boxes for the, and I have to tell you guys what you're even doing and why you're watching this video. Well, you probably know by the title, right? Okay, whatever. And so while I am simultaneously building these boxes so that way I can get them ready for tomorrow's designer dessert class, I am editing a YouTube video for, I don't know where I'm posting this yet. I have a food page that I think, I'm probably going to post this on my personal page, so it doesn't even matter. But I am posting a flower talk, which I have been doing. I am trying to be more consistent in just posting, period. So I've been doing flower talks maybe like every other day. But in truth, I want to get at least 21 episodes up this month. So I got to put in work, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to be watching this and you guys are going to be watching me put these together while I'm watching this and editing at the same time. This is just so... Guys, I feel like I'm overly ambitious sometimes. What the heck? Does it come with instructions how to put these together? So I got these boxes from Hobby Lobby. And, oops. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Because how the heck... Okay, do I bend these? I was not looking to get some overcomplicated boxes right now. I'll be so completely honest with you. Like, what is going on right now? Okay, I'm guessing I have to fold these at the seam. Or was I supposed to break them? Give me a second. Oh, wait, this opens. Okay, and then I gotta do that. Do that. Now it's open, right? Okay, we got something going. We got it. Okay. But anyways, like I was saying, I just have a lot on my plate right now. And that's because if you watch any of my flower talks, I'm very much planting my seeds. And I just had to come to the realization that I am somebody that has... is just multifaceted, and sometimes that might look like doing multiple things at one time. And unfortunately for me, I've been blessed with talents and depth, and so there's just a lot going on. There's a lot going on. Y'all, I'm sorry, y'all. I am like out of it. We are going to try it today. I made the first box. Yay! Okay. I'm not a great multitasker either. So like, I know I can do this while I'm editing, but I know that I can't talk to you guys simultaneously while I'm doing this and editing. So I'm just gonna let you guys watch me from this point forward. But I really was just saying that like, I put a lot on my plate because I want, when it is my time to harvest, I have multiple things, and I guess you could say like points of alignment that are just me. Like, I don't know. What am I trying to say? I guess what I am trying to say is that when you're a multifaceted person and you have depth, basically, it's kind of hard for me to conceal myself in just one category. So yes, I am an entrepreneur. Yes, I am doing my flower talks. Yes, I also have a food page where I post recipes and the food that I be making. And yes to everything that is on my channel that you be seeing that just probably doesn't make sense why I'm trying to do everything at once, but I'm doing it. I don't know how I'm doing it. As you guys can see, I am all over the place, okay? But we are about to edit this flower talk video. You guys are gonna watch me make these boxes, and we are going to reconvene. I have the strawberries being dried, so that way I can dip them in about like an hour. So yes, welcome to today's vlog, where you are seeing the behind the scenes of my designer dessert business as a realistic 26-year-old entrepreneur. This is very realistic, guys. I'm being 100% honest with you. I definitely was drinking last night. I got home late. I am tired, but I'm showing up. And yes, simultaneously, while I am prepping for my dessert class tomorrow, I am editing a video for my flower talk for my YouTube channel. So I am doing multiple things at once because I am a multifaceted person who just can't help but put a lot on her plate and just take the time to eat it. So I'm going to take my time in this day. Everything is gonna get done. I only have a few things on my to-do list today, and that was buy strawberries. I bought my strawberries. I did buy the gift card. I am also gonna tell you the gist of the designer dessert business and what my class is for tomorrow. You just gotta give me some time because I gotta focus. Start the vlog, day in my life, entrepreneur. I'm starting the vlog, okay? And then I have to pack a bag because, well, I don't really gotta do that today, but tomorrow's my brother's birthday, and I didn't know that he was coming up from Atlanta. And so now it's kind of like at the last minute on Saturday, I am going to go to go to Raleigh to celebrate my brother's birthday, which is actually tomorrow, but I didn't know that he was coming up. So yes, I scheduled a designer dessert class on the day of his birthday. He should have been more prompt in telling me that he was coming up. So anyways, and then I have to email the people just about any special rules, like parking. What time can I set up? Are we sure that it's 25 people in attendance? I always have extra because when it comes to food, extra people are always going to come along. But we'll talk about that a little bit later in the vlog. But yes, that's all I have on today's list. So I'm really in the process of prepping so that way I don't have to do that much more tomorrow. But today, there's not that much to do for real. It's just the stuff that I need to do is gonna take some time. So, yeah. Okay, the boxes are finished. So I knew it wasn't gonna take me as long as I thought. It did take me about 30 minutes to put those boxes together, but once I figured out how to do it, I was rolling, okay? So I'm gonna put the boxes, being that they're already made, in this Hobby Lobby bag. It's pretty big. And then I'm gonna put those away. I have a class of 25 people tomorrow, and for the custom made experience, they're gonna get at least 4 strawberries. And I just know there are gonna be other people that were not scheduled to be there, probably being there. If there were less, I'd actually be surprised. I would be surprised because it's usually more than they think. And so I do have about 3 extra boxes. Not in this shape though, unfortunately. As you can see. Okay, open. But I do have these little boxes. They're a bit more like deeper. So I have about 3 more of those. Well, 3 including that one. Because here's the thing also, I need to put 4 of these in each of them, and then I'll probably close them and then put them in there. As I do this more and more, I am getting better at figuring out the things that I need and just how to prep more efficiently and how much I'm spending each and every single time. So I think in supplies, I'm spending at least $100. I spent about like 88 so far, and hopefully there's nothing last minute that I have to do. But yeah, I would say $100 in supplies, including the strawberries, including the chocolate, including the boxes, including these little things, are what I spend each time on a class. So I'm getting better at pricing also. But sometimes it really takes doing it, setting a price, and then adjusting it based on whether or not it was worth the amount of money, or if you need to go up or down type of situation. So, okay, just wanted to show y'all that I got all of my 25 boxes for the classes assembled, and it has the 4 cupcake liners in them, and they are ready to go. And then I wanted to give you a little rundown of my station and what it's looking like. So I have my laptop because I cannot do this without watching something. I have my water because this is gonna take a little while, and I know I may not be able to eat, but I have to hydrate. I have my already melted chocolate going on here. I'm gonna start with the milk chocolate, and then I'm gonna move on to white chocolate. I have my bamboo skewers, my toothpicks, as well as the already dried strawberries, and they are fully dry, so I don't have to do any like extra patting or wetting down. And of course my gloves. And so excuse how I look, okay? The behind the scenes is always gonna be ugly, but when we show up, best believe your girl is gonna show up and show out, okay? But yeah, this is kind of how it's done. So I'm going to do 50 milk chocolate and then 50 white chocolate strawberries. And so while I'm doing that, I'm gonna give you the rundown of what is going on and what a designer dessert class is. So if you guys are new here, I am the owner of Taysty Treatz. Again, 26-year-old, self-employed, trying to make a business thrive, and I am the only employee. And that's what I mean by self-employed, because I am the only employee. So no one helps me. I don't have an assistant. Everything that you see behind the content, the strawberries, all the custom desserts that are being made, the voiceovers, the classes, the little details, everything that you see is literally me. Yeah, I know. So basically, I had this concept, I want to say maybe in 2022, about doing dessert classes, but I didn't really know what it was actually gonna be and what it looked like. So I moved here in summer of July of 2023, and I wanted to see what Charlotte called for. Like, and Charlotte is a place where experiences here thrive. People are always looking for the next thing to do, like what's big and hot. And so I had the idea for Mother's Day. I was actually gonna do it in April at first, but then I realized, you know what, like this just doesn't seem like the best time. So let me go ahead and make this a Mother's Day event. I remember I was trying to get 25 people to come. This is a fresh idea, mind you. I was trying to get 25 people to come, and long story short, I actually am very happy for the very few people that were there, because it was very impactful and I didn't know what I was getting myself into. So basically, I ended up having 5 women come to my first designer dessert class, and after that, I want to say the next time I ended up doing a class was in October, and somebody privately booked me. So I went to their home, and it was about maybe like 8 women in like their 30s or so, and they had asked me to put on like a custom or a private class for them. And then the next time I did it after that was in February for Valentine's Day, and that ended up being 25 people. So if you want to know how something is for you and how you can tell God got something for you, is when it gets multiplied. I went from 5 to 8 to 25, and this one tomorrow is also a class of 25 people. So 25 seems like that happy medium for me, that I know I can do, and I only know that I can do it is because I kind of have no choice but to do it. I was like, 25 people, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. And so this is where we are right now, how I learned how to do the 25 people. I offer a full experience, the full class designer dessert experience. However, when it comes to big parties, I had to learn to kind of scale back, and realizing, okay, maybe 25 people don't need to do a full experience and decorate a dozen strawberries, because that's actually what my full experience is. And of course the price is different, but for this I ended up reaching out to apartment complexes and asking them, like, you know, because here in Charlotte there are luxury apartments and they host community events. And so I ended up partnering with some of them and asking them, you know, do they work with outside vendors, and, you know, basically pitching the idea of what this designer dessert entails through a pamphlet. And, you know, they say yes, or they reschedule, come back, say no, whatever the case may be. And so I thought that 4 would be a good medium, because when it is only you as one person who's doing the entire class, baby, you are not dipping 12 strawberries. This is not going to be that full of the experience. And I don't know what made me pick 4, but, well, I think I did the math, and that's kind of what made me pick 4 strawberries per person. And ideally, this keeps it at the same experience of 2.5 hours, give or take. So I don't know, all of this is kind of like trial and error, but what I did learn from the first class that I liked and am doing this time is pre-dipping the strawberries, so that way all they have to do is basically decorate them when they get there. Because for the full experience, you are dipping your own strawberries and you're learning how to basically be a designer, which is what I am, because a designer is somebody who plans the workings of something by typically drawing or writing in detail, and that is how I basically do all my custom desserts. And most of my orders are custom because they trust me. They're just like, Taysty, you're creative. I got you. This is my idea. This is all the stuff that I want. Do your thing, but I want you to do your thing. So I'm a designer desserts. Hello. And so, yeah, that's kind of where that concept came from. And I was like, you know what, let me pre-dip the strawberries, because if everyone were to dip their own strawberries, you know, you gotta let chocolate set. That just would have been too much. So I'm pre-dipping the strawberries, and then when I get there, I'm gonna do a demonstration of how to dip strawberries, like the fun facts about them, and kind of make it interactive. I have other details here, but y'all not about to steal my formula. Okay. And so, yeah, that's kind of just like where I came up with this whole entire process, and that is what we are even doing today. Yeah, I came up with this. I'm very proud of myself, you know? I came up with it, executed it, and I'm doing it, period. I will say, just wanting to do more of is just prepping. Just making sure that I prep. And that's why, like, I pre-did the boxes. Even the little things can be time consuming. Where last time I had to take out all of the cupcake liners and put them in each one, but I did that on site, and I was like, oh my gosh, this takes a lot of time. Like, it does take time. When you're doing something and you are there hourly, I mean, all of it's already kind of factored in. They already paid the price, so you're there, but you just want to make sure that things are going as smoothly as possible, and you can eliminate time by preparation. And so that's what I learned, is just like prep everything beforehand. Like, by the time you get there, all you want to do is host the experience, and then shoot, clean up and leave. So that way you're not doing too much. So yeah, that's kind of what I learned, and that's what I'm doing. So I guess you'll see just more of the process as I go. But yeah, I'm here to dip 50 strawberries because each person is getting 4, and ultimately I'll probably do it where it's like everyone grab 2 white chocolate and 2 milk chocolate. I didn't do that last time only because, I don't know, like me, I don't really like white chocolate, so I just figured everyone pick what you want, but I want to make sure that everyone kind of just has a chance to be able to pick their stuff. But by the end of the class, we end up putting the strawberries on a runway, because, you know, you wouldn't step out in designer without taking a picture. So I have them put their stuff on a runway, and then basically we kind of, well, not me, I don't judge, I don't vote, but the people would end up voting for who they think did the best strawberries. And last time, oh my gosh, they were really creative. I was like, yo, y'all are like really into this. I can tell you guys are competitive people. And so I just enjoyed it. I really did. I enjoy seeing what people are able to come up with. I have had great feedback all the time, every single time I've done it. People were just like, wow, I couldn't even tell that this was your first time doing it. It was like, I don't think you should tell people that anymore, for real, like, because you are an expert in your field, and despite this is like a new concept, you're not a beginner in this. Like, you would be able to know, like, I know what I'm doing, it's just a new concept that I'm bringing to other people. So I did stop telling people, you know, how often I do these, and I will say this is my 4th designer dessert class. But then I also have another class that's not really a class, it's more of a tasty tasting. So I have the designer dessert class. I'm gonna have to melt this some more because all the chocolate isn't melted. We'll see. But I have a dessert class, and then I have tasty tastings, which is basically like, because I have so many flavors of whatever it is. It can be cookies, it can be cakes, cupcakes. You're basically picking between 3 to 5 flavors, and then voting and ranking the stuff that you're tasting in order. So that is kind of my business concept. As far as like my experiences goes, I still do custom desserts. I still do individualized treats. I just very much do it all. Caterings. the content. Y'all, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. I'll be completely honest with you. But I love it. Every single time, like, I'm in the process of doing it, I'm like, yo, like, I just don't want to do this anymore. Like, I don't want to be a business owner. I don't want to be self-employed. I don't want to be an entrepreneur. People get to go to their jobs, and then when they clock out, that's all they have to do is just go to their jobs, and they get to enjoy the rest of their day. Me, there's no such thing. I have to send emails all the time. I have to reach out to people, look for scouts, see how I'm about to get my business out there. It is a constant just effort. It's constant effort. Oh my gosh. And then you don't understand, there has been many times that I have quit. I've even made videos telling people I'm sorry, like this is the reason why I'm quitting, blah, 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 blah. And it never happens. Next thing you know, I get an order and I'm like, fine, I'll do it. And then I do the order and I'll be like, oh, I actually like what I do. I just hate the process. I'm not gonna say hey, but I don't like the process. It's a lot. It's a lot. You gotta have like tough skin for this. I'll be so completely honest. Like it wears and tears on your whole entire body. Like I used to do this standing up. I have to force myself to sit down now, or else like my knees, my shins, my legs, my feet will be burning, my back, like it's messing up my posture. Y'all, don't do this if you don't love it. I would, and I know I love it because I would be baking even if I wasn't getting paid to do it. Because I started out doing it that way. Like I was just giving it to people, family and friends, whoever was close to me. But now I'm kind of just like, nah, y'all gotta pay me. Eggs is $8, you know? Like, so I know regardless of the fact I would be doing this if money wasn't a factor. Like if I was a multi-million billionaire, I would be doing this for free. And that's how I know I love what I do. So no matter how many times I quit, I had to make sure they weren't touching. No matter how many times I quit, I still find myself back where I started. So I want to do a Q&A. I feel like ask me questions, guys. Put it down in the comments so that way I could do a Q&A. I would actually really love that. I would love that, ultimately. But anyways, y'all, I'm going to dip these strawberries. As you can see, I've gotten almost a dozen dipped. And watch Black Mirror because it just came out. A new season of Black Mirror just came out. I'm so excited to see it. I love dystopian, trippy, mind-bending, metaphysical, alternate reality, Twilight Zone type of shows. I love those type of shows. They just make you think. I'm such a deep thinker. I'm like, you know what? That's exactly what they're trying to do. I'm a little bit of a conspiracist. Just to find out the conspiracies be true. So I don't know what to tell you. Don't know what to tell you. They really do be coming true. But that's what I'm about to do. So I will reconvene when I have 50 chocolate strawberries dipped. Okay, I just wanted to check back in. I know this doesn't look like the 50 strawberries, but it very much is. So I just wanted to show y'all a little bit of the process of what I'm doing, especially when I'm making strawberries the day before, because you know strawberries are best enjoyed fresh, but that is a lot to dip strawberries the day of, especially for a big class like this. So I usually keep the same containers that the strawberries came in, just like wash them really good. This is what the strawberries look like. As you can see, there's 2 layers. There's 24 in each pack. I put a layer of paper towels down at the bottom and in between, just so that way, if you guys know anything about putting chocolate covered strawberries in the fridge, they get very juicy, and so this will soak up the juices. And then before the class even starts, I'll leave it out just for a little bit and then pat dry the extra juice that the strawberries are creating, because the chocolate is around them, and so it doesn't have the chance for the pores to kind of ventilate, so all the juices get trapped in, making for a very great juicy bite, by the way. I'm just saying. Sometimes like chocolate covered strawberries the next day do taste good because it has just so much juice and it's just so fresh and juicy. So that is what I'm about to do. This one is 24 in the pack, and I'm almost positive I dipped more than 24. So I'm about to just put the strawberries in here now, so that way we can be done and then move on to the white chocolate. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alrighty, we are done. I had predicted that I was going to be doing this till 8 or a little less than 8 o'clock, and it's 7:49 now, but I did stop a while ago. I probably stopped at 7:15 maybe, and that's because I thought all the strawberries that were on there were the ones that, like, they all needed to be dipped. But I did realize that I also went ahead and pre-washed my demonstration strawberries. So yeah, there's about a good 14 in there that are just for demonstration, and that will be me demonstrating how to make chocolate covered strawberries, whether that's a marble chocolate covered strawberry and just a whole various sorts of designs, right? But I have finished. We got the 50 count of the chocolate covered strawberries, and then we have the 50 count of the white chocolate covered strawberries. And so yeah, we are done here. I just wanted to let you guys know that. And as I am moving forward, everything again is trial and error. So I went ahead and saved the bags of chocolates that I did use for this, just so I can see how much chocolate I'm actually using for a class of 25. And so I used 3 bags per 25 or 50 strawberries. Yeah, I used 3 bags per 50 strawberries. And I feel like somebody would ask me what chocolate I use. Any single time I don't have access to this chocolate, the Members Mark, I usually get this from Sam's Club. If I don't have access to a Sam's Club, whether I don't have the membership right now at this moment in time, I don't. So I will go to Hobby Lobby, which I actually started with. Hobby Lobby's chocolate. So they always do me good. So it's the make and mold. You can get them at your Hobby Lobby. I don't think you can order them, but I do use 50 per 50 strawberries, 3 bags of chocolate. So that is all I have for this day. I'm so happy I'm done. The sun is going down a lot, but at least I'm not doing this till 12 o'clock, because that usually is how these days end up going. So I have a lot prepped. I'm going to get the bags together as far as like all the supplies, and that's all I'm probably gonna do for today, as well as cutting the parchment paper. Pre-cutting the parchment paper just so that way it's easier for people to kind of dip the, actually wait, no, they're not dipping strawberries, duh, but yeah, they're not dipping strawberries, so I don't even need to do that. Okay, boom, I'm just gonna get my bags together. That's it, that's all I got for today. So I will see you tomorrow. Hello and welcome to day 2 of behind the scenes of my designer dessert event. And today I have everything packaged. If you see me wearing this shirt, baby, just know it's go time, okay? It is go time. And so I want to say it's about 4 something. I usually like to go to the event just to kind of like see the space, how it's set up, and how I want to go about just setting everything up. So I usually like to do that about an hour and a half to an hour. And so the event starts at 6. I shall be there by like 4:30ish. And so that's what we're about to get ready to do. I was very organized about how I wanted today to go. There's not much that I really did do today outside of making the decorations and really just like packaging everything. I did wake up from a nap because this is a lot of mental work, and there's just 100 things to do between this week and so on and so forth. But that's just personal news for the upcoming vlogs, okay? So anyways, let me go ahead and show you guys so that way we can get this car packed and we can get on the road. guys already know, this is the pre-packaged boxes. This literally has everything that's needed as far as like the piping bags, the gel food coloring, the really everything, parchment paper, gloves, crown, so on and so forth. This bag has the ring light, some chocolate molds, so on and so forth. And then this bag has the chocolate covered strawberries in it, and then the demonstration strawberries. So I made that very simple because it very much is. And so yeah, I only have 4 bags, and yeah, that's kind of it. Let's go ahead and start setting up. Okay, and we are here, a little bit more pep in my step now that I'm actually like up. And I just wanted to show you guys what I mean by, like, I usually just kind of assess how I want to do things, because each and every single property is very much different. So I'm going to go ahead and just walk around briefly in the clubhouse. I will be doing it in the clubhouse because that's usually closer to where the microwave is. And so yeah, let me show you all the stuff that I got. Well, not the stuff that I got, but just like the area and like how I'm about to do things. So for instance, this is a long island table. I am going to be doing my demonstrations here, as well as setting up here as well. And I like how this is already set up because they have tables set in place. So I'm just gonna put a little cup with some colored pencils, and I guess people are gonna choose to sit there if they want to, so that way they can design their strawberries. So there's a couple seats. This is a class of 25. So I can see how maybe some people are going to be sitting right here. So I'm just gonna let everyone kind of choose where it is that they want to be. But ultimately, like, the demonstrations and everything are gonna be in that corner right there, or in that centerpiece. So we're gonna set everything up and then see how long it takes us. So yeah, guys, welcome to the behind the scenes. I've already done my introductions with, you know, the people that are here, and have gotten a follow and soon to be recommendations and referrals. So we're happy about that. We're definitely happy about that. So yeah, let's go ahead and set up for this event. It is currently 4:54. So let's see how long it takes us to set up. Okay, y'all, we are done at 5:34. So it took about 45 minutes to set up. I am not gonna record during the actual event just because I want everyone to be able to just be authentically themselves. So I will tune in with you guys, I guess, when it's finished. I do want to show you just how everything is set up and how everything is about to go down. So okay, so they are going to get their boxes first and foremost. Look at these sprinkles. I want them to be able to get a creative idea, and then if they need more colored pencils, then they can grab those as well. And then they are gonna go down here to then grab your strawberries. I don't know if this was the best placement to put the strawberries, but I'm not redoing it, so I'll probably just move them further away from like the edge. But other than that, that's fine. And then after they grab their boxes, they're gonna grab their 4 strawberries, and then they're gonna come back here and grab the decorations that they want. And if they want to, they can drizzle on some stuff. This is for the sprinkles. I'm actually gonna move the sprinkles, but I just didn't want everything on the counter right now. And then they can figure out whether or not they want to use these to make any additional designs using words or any of the other chocolate molds. So I want you to know, sometimes I ultimately do be winging this, because I'll be like, okay, it doesn't make sense for me to put the boxes so far away from the strawberries, but I did. And it's just gonna flow how it flows, okay? Because one thing I told you guys before, they don't know when you make a mistake, because you are the professional. So go ahead and just act like you meant to do that, okay? So that is what we are about to get ready. I'm gonna make some coffee. As you guys can see, there's a coffee machine and I need some. So I'm gonna take one of their bag of chips. I'm going to make some coffee and I will reconvene with y'all after everything is done to let you know how everything went. So yeah. Hello, beautiful people. Good morning. It is just the next day. I just wanted to close out the video and just close it out basically telling you a recap of everything that happened because I did stop recording as soon as the event started. They absolutely loved it. They were very competitive. I'm gonna insert a video or at least pictures just to show you the competitive strawberries that everyone decided to participate in. Some people ate some of their strawberries before they made it to the runway. So unfortunately, there may be 2 and some, there may be 4, and one person only put 1 strawberry on the runway. So again, it's a fun concept, a fun idea. I really wanted to go in there just getting better at my craft, and that I can definitely say I did. And also I wanted to leave there with some referrals. They did say they're gonna refer me. So I'm happy about that. It's kind of like a win-win. I just wanted to give you guys, like, you know, the inside scoop, the behind the scenes, you know, to my business. I didn't want to record while I was doing it, but maybe one of these days, if you guys subscribe, but only if you subscribe, that I will show you like the inner workings of how everything is kind of done. But yeah, only if you subscribe and like this video. So like the video. But yeah, y'all, that is all I have for you today. I'm about to head on the road, go to Raleigh, and celebrate my brother's birthday. So this is me closing out the video, and you guys know what to do. Until the next time, I will see you in the next one. Bye. Yes, by 1 vote, we have number 11. Woo! Okay, so as the head designer, you know, we get to crown you. Here's that, and you also get a gift card for Walmart. Yes, you know, you can always use some groceries or whatever. And then second place gets a Taysty Treatz shirt. Okay. Yeah. Woo!